Okay. So the Buffalo Bills traded Stephon Diggs to the Houston Texans. The Bills get back a 2025 second-round pick via the Vikings, which is Diggs' original team. The Texans get back a 2025 fifth-round pick and a 2025 sixth-round pick. This trade is crazy in so many ways, but it's crazy in three ways. Number one, Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. Evidently, Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen did not get along last season, and probably maybe the season before that. And even last season, there was grumblings that Stephon Diggs wanted out. And here's my feeling. I saw Kobe and Shaq win 3 championships, despising each other. And then eventually they traded Shaq. He won a championship with D. Wade, and then Kobe won 2 more championships with Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom. You don't have to be friends. The Bills should have said to these guys, listen, you are QB1, you are QB, or you are a wide receiver 1. You don't have to be buddies. You don't have to be pals. Just connect on the field. But evidently Diggs wanted out. And Diggs is a great player, but this is like the second team that he's kind of pushed himself out of. Like, he pushed himself out of the Vikings. And I kind of get that. Like, I'm not a Kirk Cousins fan. I don't know why Kirk Cousins get a free pass from the media, money that he's made. He's a slightly above average quarterback, but a guy who's only has had 1 playoff win. So I get why Diggs wanted out of Minnesota. I don't know what happened with the Bills. Like, I thought it was a good, when he got traded to the Bills with Josh Allen, I was like, man, this is great. But that fizzled out. I think he might be okay in Houston with CJ Stroud, but we're going to have to see. But I hope Diggs settles in Houston, because he can't keep on forcing himself out of these teams. Now, on the Josh Allen side, the media wants Josh Allen to be like this all-time great quarterback. He's really good. I'm not taking anything away from the stats, but he's not John Elway. Elway and Josh Allen are similar in many ways. They're both big quarterbacks who can run and who can throw. Personally, I feel like Cam Newton is probably way closer to John Elway than Josh Allen. The thing about Elway was you trusted that Elway was going to take his teams to the Super Bowl. And yeah, he lost 3 early, but he won 2 late. But you always trusted. Being a Browns fan, I watched Elway just kill the Browns. So I saw this dude's like, you can't count this dude out. I don't have the same sense with Josh Allen. Yeah, he can run and he can throw, but I don't get a sense that this dude can carry his team to the Super Bowl. How many times did Josh Allen just throw that ball in the air, hoping that Stephon Diggs would catch it? The only thing that Josh Allen has over John Elway is that he's dating Haillee Stefeld. I don't know how that happened. But if he never makes it to a Super Bowl, but Josh Allen ends up marrying Haillee Stefeld, that's his Super Bowl. No trophies, but you got that trophy at home. So, I'll give you kudos on that one. Other than that, Josh Allen's going to really miss Stephon Diggs. He's going to miss him more than he thinks. Okay, number 2, the management. I hate teams whose management, no matter what sports, they think the management thinks they're actually better than the players. That they're actually smarter than everybody else. Now, as a Browns fan, our GM here is Andrew Berry. And he hasn't been perfect, but Andrew Berry is a smart guy, so I kind of trust Andrew Berry. The Bills GM, I don't trust this dude. Why would you take a guy like Stephon Diggs? Okay, fine. Stephon didn't want to be here. You know what I would have told his agent? Okay, fine. Diggs don't want to be here? Cool. We'll try to trade him to any team that he wants in the NFC. We're going to trade him back to the NFC because we don't want to risk of seeing this dude in the AFC playoffs. Yes, we're in the East, and the Texans are in the South. But the Texans also have CJ Stroud. And most likely they'll be a perennial playoff team. And we do not want to see Stephon beat us in the playoffs. Even right now, I can see Stephon Diggs pulling a De Niro in Cape Fear. And he's just doing push-ups like, Josh Allen, I'm going to kill him. I can see Stephon Diggs having a big picture of Josh Allen on the wall saying like, I am going to destroy you and your team if we ever meet in the playoffs. If I'm the organization like the Bills, and if I'm the coach, even if I'm the coach and I'm seeing management about to make this move to the Texans, if I'm the coach, I'm saying, don't make this move. I know how good Stephon Diggs is. I don't want to scheme against this guy. Trade him to anybody else in the NFC East, in the NFC, but not keep him in the AFC. He will come after us hard. He will probably put up 200 yards if he sees us. That's what I would say if I'm the coach. I'm watching the management making this deal. I would have stopped the trade if that was me. Now we come to the Texans. Kudos to the Texans. They're going to be a hard out. Like Kansas City, as long as you got Mahomes and Kelce, especially if you just got Mahomes, you're going to be fine. But man, the Texans are not going to be an easy out moving forward. I saw this firsthand. I saw it when the Browns made the playoffs, which was great. But I prayed that the Texans wouldn't make the playoffs. Because when the Browns played the Texans during the season, CJ Stroud was hurt. And coming out of Ohio State, I knew CJ Stroud was good, but I've seen so many Ohio State quarterbacks be horrible. I was kind of optimistic about CJ Stroud, but I wasn't sure. But I had no idea CJ Stroud was going to be this good. I don't think the Texans knew that CJ Stroud was going to be this good. CJ Stroud is very Mahomes-like. Very Mahomes-like. The difference right now is Mahomes doesn't need to have a number one receiver. He's kind of like where Brady was for most of his career. He doesn't need to have a number one receiver. He just needs receivers who are high number twos, low number ones. He has Kelce. As long as these guys can catch, Mahomes will get you the ball. CJ Stroud, I think, has that same capability. He's not there yet. And that's why I think they lost in the playoffs, I believe, against the Chiefs, because CJ Stroud, as great as he was as a rookie, he wasn't seasoned yet. The only thing he was really missing was a number one receiver. I think he has a guy, I think it was a rookie that he had, and the rookie was really good, but he didn't have that veteran number one receiver. And guess what? Buffalo said, hey, we don't want Stephon. Do you want him? Houston Texans probably said, what? You want to give us Stephon Diggs for a few picks next year? That if the Texans, as smart as they are, they'll probably take some of their picks in 2024 and trade down and recoup those picks in 2025. So basically in a lot of ways, the Houston Texans might be trading Stephon Diggs for nothing because they're going to recoup those picks. I cannot believe Buffalo did this. But now you give CJ Stroud an all-pro Hall of Famer type wide receiver for the next 5 to 7 years. I'm not sure how long Diggs has been in the league for a while, but Diggs at least got a good 5 years left, 5 to 7. Are you kidding me? CJ Stroud is still in his early 20s. You just set this dude up for the next decade. Because even if let's say things blow up with CJ Stroud and Diggs, and if Diggs forces his way out, CJ Stroud's gonna be so seasoned, he doesn't even need a number one guy at that point. He'll know what to do. How do you do this if you're the Bills? I feel so sorry for Bills fans. I'm not even a Bills fan, but I feel so sorry for them. Because I think that door is closed. I think that window they had going to the Super Bowl was closing anyway. And I think that door is almost closed. I think they have 1 or 2 years left. And if they don't win, if Josh Allen and that coach and that GM don't win in the next couple of years, somebody's getting out of there. Not Josh Allen, but probably the coach or the GM and the coach. Because championship teams don't make stupid moves like this. They don't. Now, unless you're like the Chiefs. Because the Chiefs are kind of like, I think their system's so good, it's almost like they can plug anybody in there. I mean, they got rid of Kareem Hunt. Okay, fine, we got Tyreek Hill. They lose Tyreek Hill. They won like 2 Super Bowls. It's so crazy how good the Chiefs are. But I'm telling you, as good as the Chiefs are, they better watch out for the Texans. Because they're knocking on that door. Which sucks for my Browns.